Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Amerock number 765-PT. This is a cabinet magnetic catch. It's a BP, which just is a reference to how these are packaged. It's 9765-PT. This is a plastic housing that you see around the magnet, and it is a very handy sort of magnetic catch for cabinets because of how it's packaged. And what I mean by that is the 3 strike plates that you get. And these 3 strike plates allow you to do, well, let's start with the flat one. Flat one would be for an inset sort of application where your door would obviously be inset into the opening, and you'd be able to apply that to your door, and then of course your magnet would make contact with that. You'll have an L-shaped, and your L-shape is going to be for an overlay inset where the door is on the outside of the frame completely. So that would be your L-shape. And then a Z-shape for a full inset application is how you might go about installing that. Okay. Very typical sort of item. I'm going to give you the dimensional properties of all these items now just to help assist. Okay, starting with the flat strike. Width about 1 9/16 inches, and the height about 1 1/8 inches. Going to the L-shaped strike, that would be the height realistically, 1 1/8 inches. Projection of the portion with the slots for the holes, about 3/4. The other dimension, about 7/8. Then the Z-type overall width, about 1 7/16 inches. Height, again the same. Give you an idea of what the angles are on this. Overall projection, about 5/8. Okay. Sorry, it's a bit tedious showing these dimensions, but nonetheless, they're there for posterity. Overall width of the magnetic catch, about 1 15/16 inches. Pardon me, length. The width, 3/4. Projection of the body, about 1/2 inch. Screws are included. Couple of screws for the magnetic catch body, then there are 2 more for the strike depending on what you're using. There are also a couple of nails that will be included, and those nails are handy because they allow you to, once you get a final installation, here's a good example of that, you will set the screws and the location of the strike to exactly suit your installation. Then through the small hole is where you will insert the nail, which assists in keeping it permanently affixed in that exact location. Okay, typical item. If you have any questions on the Amerock BP9765-PT cabinet latch, which is a PT is a plastic casing on this, and the like in a tan finish, plastic tan, and then this is somewhat of an antique brass sort of finish on the strikes. They don't list an actual finish of this, but you can see there that will emulate an antique brass fairly well, or maybe an old world bronze, or whatever the current terminology is for the ever-changing finishes of bronze that are available. This certainly matches cabinet hardware that I've seen built on cabinets from the 1960s as well, 1970s. Any questions on this Amerock product or any other Amerock item, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.